What's up, everybody? Today I am back with the Dakota. If you are new to this vehicle, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what's been going on. In September of 2019, last year, I pulled this truck out of my mom's garage where it sat for the last, since 2001. I'm not going to do the math right now. When I pulled it out of my mom's garage, it was a wrecked truck. Since then, I've had the frame fixed, I've got new body panels for it, and I've even done an LS swap in it. That's not complete, but you'll be able to see the motor and trans are in place, and I'm working on the rest of that at the moment. But since then, over the past couple weeks, I've been wrenching on my Nova and not really been videoing what I'm doing on the Dakota. So today I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I have taken care of some essential items that needed to be fixed, all relating to some awesome news I have. So I haven't filmed those essential items because it's something that most people aren't going to have to do. When right before or right after I wrecked the truck a long time ago, my goal was to turn it into the race truck, and I stripped it down to nothing. Unfortunately, that means I'm piecing it all back together. If you're new, you can go back and see some of the previous Racer X Garage videos where I've taken those steps to do that. So let me go over what I've done in the past couple weeks, show you guys that, and then I'll explain why I've been paying a lot of attention to that. Well, guys, here's the truck. You can see the motor and trans is in place. And I actually just hooked up my battery charger. If anybody remembers when we started this truck did not have an engine harness inside the engine bay, and it was stripped. This engine bay was completely empty other than a bent frame rail, which is fixed, and that's it. Suspension components and so forth. I didn't even have the front end on it. So we definitely fixed the collision issues on it. But what I've been working on is getting all the electronics back working. So now I have headlights, I have turn signals, I have hazards, I have brake lights, and I have even fixed the wipers. And what's cool is they even work on intermittent like they were designed to do. Additionally, I also got a door panel on the driver's side. I'm going to put one on the passenger side as well. I just need to turn the truck around, which I'm going to do here shortly. Also, I actually got the truck to have an ignition key, which it has not had in a long time, which all works like it's supposed to. So why is that important? Well, I'll tell you why. I got into Hot Rod Drag Week 2020. I got in, I'm a participant, I spent the money. Oh my God, I'm excited. If you don't know what Hot Rod Drag Week, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis, but you might need to just go look it up because I don't know how well I'm going to tell this. But Hot Rod Magazine, a long time ago, started what's called Hot Rod Drag Week. What it is it's a long 5-day road trip to 4 different tracks. So you start at one drag strip, you make a pass that day, and then you get on the road for 200 to 300, maybe even more miles to the next drag strip, stopping at checkpoints along the way so you don't deviate from the route, to race again the next morning. That repeats itself until you get back to the home drag strip where you make your last pass, which is on day 5. They average your passes out through the whole week, and then that's where you will be placed in standings. I'm going to be running a class called Street Machine Eliminator. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be very competitive, but since this is my first drag week, my goal is to just finish. I'd like to get the truck running, making decent passes. I'm trying to get, hopefully it'll go, you know, in the 12s or maybe the 11s, and basically trudge through it. I haven't driven this truck since 2001, and you know, that's 19 years since this truck has been on the road, and this is going to be such an epic, like, brought back to life story for me and my emotions with this thing. And I'm stoked. My wife is actually going to be co-piloting with me, so that'll be fun. She's going to actually drive the trucks on herself, so that's going to be a really good experience for me and her. We like being on the road and stuff like that anyway, so I'm excited she's coming along with me. She may actually get her hands dirty, which she's actually somewhat excited about doing, so I'm excited to share that piece with her. But it's just super cool. I'm so stoked to be able to have this opportunity. I'm really crossing my fingers that I'm able to accumulate enough funds for the parts I need to get it done, because I still need to buy a Holley Terminator X system for it that will handle the engine management. I've got to put the fuel system together for it, torque converter, drive shaft, shifter, and then a lot of odds and ends as far as exhaust and things go like that. But the reason why everything needs to work on this truck, including turn signals, headlights, tail lights, hazards, window wipers, is because the truck has to be registered and inspected in the state of Texas, since that's where I live, in order to go on Hot Rod Drag Week. It has to be a on-the-road vehicle. Luckily, this truck's a 1992 truck. Texas has a 25-year limit to where you don't have to pass emissions after 25 years. So it just has to have a safety inspection, which is seat belts, all functioning lights, and the brakes that work good. So my buddy Matt's in town, and he brought his awesome F150. What year is it?
2016.
2016. It's got a Coyote motor in it. He calls it the fridge. This thing is just awesome. Last time we were in Georgia, he was up there running it. What did it run? What was your fastest pass?
12.9.
12.9.
12.9 change.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I want the Nova to run, which obviously I can't do for some reason. He actually had the same issue I did, where he's doing 13.0 and 13.1 and finally broke in, but there's not a lot done to it, but we'll check it out.
It's just the Coyote V8. Only stuff they have done to it is the JLT intake, boss manifold, catch can. Do have a trans cooler. Try to keep the transmission under about 200 degrees.
Yeah.
It's been nice, especially about kind of doing left down.
Yeah.
Exhaust, vast traction bars, 373s. Mustang, Mustang rear diff, and then, yeah, that's just super 8.8 rear differential,
Oh,
so
does
it's
it?
373, so I have track. I'm trying to say posse.
Limited slip?
Limited slip, yeah, limited slip from the Mustang.
Okay.
And tuning by Oz, so it's a flex tune, and it gets after it. A lot of weight reduction too.
Nice.
Took out the add leaf, no rear, no spare, and then I took out the center console, so it's pretty light.
I love this truck though. It's so much fun to ride in, and it just sounds. It's got a sound of its own. Plus, you don't see them. You see a bunch of Mustangs everywhere, which, you know, I used to have a Mustang and I really liked it. But
yeah, there's a body of people that, you know, have the Coyote V8 like that specifically, you know, go after racing. There's a few people that have the regular cabs. Right now, I think the record for a naturally aspirated is it's a 2018, 2019.
yeah,
10 speed, and he's running 11.2.
Damn.
So, I mean, they can be fast without needing a lot of power.
nice. It's pretty cool.